All right, everyone. Welcome to our weekly market overview. Sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we look at the PSEI, the index, no, along with the other sectoral indices to help us paint a bigger picture approach sa pagtitrade. Okay? Minsan ginagawa natin is ginagamit po natin yung mga nakukuha nating data dito to help give confluence sa mga trade ideas natin or to help add confirmation sa mga tinitignan natin or binabantayan natin sa mga watchlist. Okay? So, let's start off as always sa weekly chart ng PSEI, no? Now, we have continued to grind higher dito sa PSEI. However, last week, medyo hindi maganda yung close natin. Okay? Kung titignan natin dito sa weekly chart, essentially, we are still stuck within this range. The more astute of you may have noticed na in-adjust ko na ng konti yung levels ko. I do need to adjust kapag na-exceed na yung mga previous resistance or support levels ko, no? But overall, essentially, we are still stuck within this range here. So from a weekly standpoint, what can we expect to see scenario-wise? Well, syempre, first and foremost, we could find ourselves ranging in this area once again. What we want to see, of course, is mabasag na tong 7.550, 7.6 na area altogether and firm close na above it para makabalik na talaga tayo dito sa previous range na to. So that's between 7.550 hanggang 8.4, no? Now, I realize that's a huge range, but we are looking at a higher time frame. So, kahit na sinabi ko na yan na yung potential range for price to trade in, I do recognize na may mga naiwang highs dito that could act as resistances along the way, and I'm sure mapapansin natin yung mga yan once we head down to the daily level, no? Also, ayaw naman nating makita is mag-break beneath tong 6.7. Kung mabasag yung 6.7, then we might come back down to this previous range between 6,080 and 6.7. And obviously, that's just not a good time for anyone. Okay? Now, let's go down to the daily time frame. Dito sa daily time frame, ano yung mga pwede nating i-notice? Number one, we can add levels dito sa 7.2 na area, saka sa 6.9, no? As I've mentioned in the past, I really don't want to see price go below etong 7,069 na area. Kasi doing so, number one, mag-open tong range na to sa baba. And I feel like it won't hold, really, bago mabasag tong 6.7, tapos babalik nga tayo do sa lower end na pinag-usapan natin kanina. Right now, bumalik na naman yung parang head and shoulders pattern na ayaw nating makita sana. We had it here, di ba? Tapos na-negate na. So the full expectation was, post-negation, dapat, mas malakas na yung push to the upside eh. And for the brief moment after na mabasag siya, it did. Kaso hindi nag-sustain. 'Di ba? Kung titingnan natin to, i-zoom in a bit, essentially what happened was we formed a high. Dito yung previous na support, broke down, tested it from underneath etong area na to, then rolled lower, forming a lower low. 'Di ba? Ito yung high, low, lower high, lower low. So syempre, ayaw natin makita na magpatuloy ito. So we want to see a negation sooner rather than later, which is yun nga, mabasag and mag-close na tayo firmly about tong 7,550, 7,560 na area. And actually stay above it. Excuse me. Kasi last time, di ba, nung na-break natin to, ito lang yung nag-break niyan eh. Etong high na to, ito lang eh. Tapos hindi rin nag-hold, binalikan din kaagad. So we just want to be careful na kung sakali mang mag-show pa ng further bearishness yung index, ay either ready tayong bumili on a larger dip or a deeper dip, meaning cash ready tayo, no? Nakaposition tayo in cash, not exactly in stocks. Kasi syempre, kung mag-dip man at kung nagbabalak man tayo bumili, yun yung opportunity na pwede natin gamitin to actually go buy some. So kailangan may bala tayo. 'Di ba? Also, we need to be prepared na kung sakali man na hindi matuloy, 'di ba? Nag-head and shoulders, hindi matuloy, hindi nabasag, and we just keep pushing to the upside, kailangan ready din tayo, meron tayong mga scenario sa binabantayan sa mga paborito nating stocks. Para kung sakali man magbigay sila ng triggers, magbigay sila ng signals, handa rin tayong pumasok. Right now, medyo in limbo for me. Kumbaga, it's caught between a rock and a hard place. And I want to see the market make a decision exactly on what it is it wants to do before we move forward. Okay? Now, tignan po natin yung mga sectoral indices, no? Starting with holdings. So, holdings, it's gonna look very similar sa PSEI in the sense na ganun din, we're stuck in chop. Okay, we tried to break above this, hindi kinaya, no, nauntog, roll over. So we are stuck within this range here. Diba? Kung bigger range, ito yung tinitignan natin. So from there, what can we assess? If mabasag tong 6670 na area, then highly likely we come back to the bottom end of this range. So that's between 5850 and 6670, no? On the flip side, kung mabasag tong 7614, then that opens up this higher range here between 7614 and 8182. Okay? So, yun muna, wag natin sobrang pangunahan kasi since sa weekly naman tayo nakatingin, it's highly unlikely na babasag natin to tas tuloy-tuloy lang. Okay? Malalaking ranges yung tinitingnan natin. So, yun yung mga binabantayan kong scenarios dito sa holdings. Now, we could do the whole mema thing na marami ako sasabihin na gano'n-gano'n. So, totoo lang, that's all you need to look at right now based on how the structure is. Kasi we're just stuck eh. We're in chop. There's really not much to do. Kung kunwari, you want to range trade, then this might be the environment for you. Okay? Opportunities might present itself to you. But for now, para sa akin, mas matindi pa yung need for more patience rather than trying to force trades. Okay? At the very least, dito sa specific sector na to. Next, tignan natin yung service, no? Or services. Now, we are still stuck within this higher range here based from our previous discussion a couple of videos ago, no? Wala pa ring nagbabago. As I mentioned, I would be okay kung nag-circle to pa ganyan, bumalik, binalikan natin tong blue zone, tas hanap tayo ng possible bullish price action here to act as confluence or added confirmation to any trade ideas we might have for either a possible bounce or continuation to the upside. For now, again, stuck in chop tayo. We need to wait it out. We need to see what it wants to do. Again, if you want to range trade, then maybe there's an opportunity there. But that's just a lot of chop, no, kung titignan natin. On the bullish side, kung mabasag natin tong 2062, then that gives us the opportunity to come back and tag tong mga previous highs na to. Okay? But for now, again, it's not looking great. Kapag tinignan natin yung mga glow, tell, and whatever, no, they're not looking great as well. So, baka mas maganda na medyo konting hintay pa, konting pasensya, baka mahinog rin to sooner rather than later, and that's when we strike, no? When the iron is hot. Next, tignan po natin yung INDU. So, yung INDU, same thing. Kung mapapansin nyo, I've adjusted my levels from before. So, meron tayong higher area of resistance and lower area of support. Okay, that takes into account yung mga wicks dito, yung mga previous highs dito, and so on, no? Same above. Alright? So, from here, what we can assess is we are also stuck in a range, albeit right now, we are at support. So again, if you're the type na buy on support, feeling nyo, mag-range lang to moving forward, that might be an opportunity to you na hanapin yung mga paborito nyong INDU na stocks and start accumulating assuming you are of that inclination, meaning range trader kayo. However, if mabasag tong area of support na to, then we come back to this deeper range beneath from 8944 hanggang mga 98 to 10,000, no? If mabasag naman natin tong 10.9 hanggang 11.1 na area, then the likelihood is mabalikan natin tong mga highs na naiwan from before. This double top na naiwan sa taas is such a clear liquidity pool sa mata ko that if we break this, I highly suspect na mababalikan natin yan sooner rather than later. Okay? But for now, again, we are at support. So we want to see support hold para masabi natin na, okay, sige, mukhang range tradable nga talaga tong sector na to. Okay? Next, tignan po natin yung FINA, no? So yung FINA, we've been bullish on this for the past few weeks, which is tuloy-tuloy nga ngayon, nagkakaroon tayo ng retracement. Binabalikan natin tong area na to, which is an inflection point, di ba? It acted as resistance, support. So we want to see this area hold sana, tapos magpatuloy tayo on a push to the upside there. Maybe not this exact number, but this general area. We want it to hold hanggat kaya para tumuloy, no? Malalaman natin na umukay, kunyari nag-hold to, tumuloy, mabasag natin tong 1771. Then the next solid resistance from there will be 1964. So medyo malaki yung mag-open up na range, no? Again, I realize na may mga minor resistances na nag-form along the way, but I'm not overly concerned sa mga areas na yon. I would rather focus sa main level of resistance while keeping an eye on these in case na mauntog nga. However, if from here, we just roll over, tapos mabasag natin tong 1.6 na area, 1.617. Then I think we delve deeper. Baka balikan natin yung supports at 1.565 and 1.511. Kasi biglang papangit yung itsura niya eh. Parang, kasi di ba nag-form tayo ng swing low dito and we really don't want na mag-break beneath that kasi pwedeng mangyari either mag-head and shoulders pattern, something like that, or a similar type of structure tapos magugulat na lang tayo, naaangat siya, mauntog ulit, tapos biglang gugulong pababa. Okay? For now, cautious optimism pa rin dito sa financials hanggang mangyari yon. But just be aware na we are retracing. So kung kunwari meron kayong mga paborito na inaabangan, then this could be an opportunity for you as well. Kung makahanap kayo ng proper setups, proper triggers, proper signals in those particular stocks, then baka pwede nyo itry na pa konti-konti. I say na pa konti-konti kasi overall, yung index, di maganda itsura eh. Diba? So, hindi pa rin pwedeng super bullish or super risk-off given the current environment. Next, tignan natin yung mining, no? So, obviously, everyone's darling right now. For the past few weeks, we have been pushing up. Binasag natin yung previous resistance at 10.9. Tapos, binasag din natin agad yung previous resistance at 11.469. Tapos, right now, we're looking to target the next level of resistance at 12.449, no? Now, it wouldn't surprise me na magkaroon tayo ng slight retracement, perhaps all the way here sa 10.9 na area. Although that's gonna be a bit deep, no? It wouldn't surprise me, but it doesn't seem likely given the frenzy people have currently when it comes to mining. We're trying desperately to make correlations na, ito, sige, kasi gold eh, tas tumataas yung gold, so let's just go all in or whatever. That's not personally my style. Parang marami kasing misconceptions na pwedeng mabuo because of it, no? I am not saying na it's not proper to trade it that way. I'm just saying na kailangan ng konting temperance. Just because we make a correlation in our mind doesn't mean that in the grand scheme of things, the correlation actually exists in such a way na maging super impactful siya. Lalo na in the way that a lot of people want to trade. Na gusto nila, bibili sila ngayon, tas kailangan pwede after 6 months sila bubuksan up na ng 2,000%. Okay? So, konting ingat lang. If we get a pullback, then that might be an opportunity for people to get in. Kahit na yung pullback natin shallower lang, kahit dito lang sa 11.4 na area, okay pa rin, no? If sabihin naman natin, tumuloy lang, walang pullback. Kung mabasag tong 12.449, then the next level that we're looking at is itong area of consolidation here bago tayo nagkaroon ng quick drop. Then yung mga highs na naiwan from before. However, kung kunwari nag-pullback nga tayo, tas tumuloy-tuloy lang, okay, binasag natin tong 9.9 na area for some reason, then highly likely, mai-stuck lang tayo ulit sa previous range na to. So that's just something to watch out for. Yes, it looks very bullish right now. I am not saying otherwise. I'm just saying na regardless of all that, because of the overall market sentiment, you still want to play a little bit cautiously. Okay, wag mag-go all in, wag pipilitin. Kung may setup, sure, take it. Pero wag ipipilit. Okay, wag ma-FOMO. And then finally, let's take a look at prop, no? So lately, I've been getting a lot of requests kasi yung mga Ali, SMPH, ganun, tumataas. So, but what can we see here dito sa prop na chart, no? What happened was we broke above tong 3,450 na resistance here, then immediately closed beneath it again the succeeding week. So, pag ganito, usually maingat ako. Ang tinitingnan ko, aangat ba to? Which is highly likely. Pag umangat to, tas nauntog dito sa 3,460, 3,450 na area, then nag-roll over, okay, meaning etong previous resistance that we tried to break above, failed, then is now acting as resistance again. So baka mangyari is bumalik na tayo dito sa original range natin from before. Okay? Kapag kunwari naman, let's say from here, tumaas, basagin niya ulit, and then we start staying above it, then that opens up this range above. So that's from 3,460 all the way hanggang 3,860. No? So yun yung mga tinitingnan nating scenarios dito sa prop. Kung bumalik man tayo dito sa original range na to, kung sakali man mangyari yung ayaw nating mangyari, then we need to be careful of yung support dito sa baba. Okay? Kasi kung kunwari may naiwan dito, di ba? Na swing low. Kung price breaks beneath that, then I don't think na support will be as strong as most people would think, or given the fact na ilang beses na rin natin siyang binalikan before. So maaari na kapag nag-give out tong swing low na to, tumuloy na and balikan natin yung previous support na naiwan at 2,569. Okay? So yun po yung view natin sa prop. So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no? I hope nakatulong po to sa inyo and may natutunan kayo kahit papano, no? Some people might be wondering bakit hindi ka naglagay ng chapters dito sa weekly market overview. It's because in the weekly market overview, we are trying to paint a bigger picture. So it's more important for me personally na mapanood lahat kasi it's part of a larger story rather than just focusing on one sector at a time because of personal preference. After all, it's not like we're gonna be trading the sectors themselves. Diba? We are trading individual stocks that just happen to be part of particular sectors. So it's more important na yung buong story nagigets natin kaysa na mag-narrow down sobra yung focus natin wherein hindi naman yun yung point ng particular video na to. Okay? So guys, as always, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!